Proceed.
Yeah, we're losing money mostly because of all of these. A lot of the corporate things are quite expensive. But we are starting to build more of the economic buildings. Like more stock exchanges. Fortify up. And Diplomat, I think... Yeah, we're going to send you to Samarkand over here. Particularly nice. Also, a lot of our rail and stuff is very expensive. There we go. It'll be nice to help if anything comes up with the Shoshone over here. It'll be really, really good. Plus, hey, you are a mercantile civ. You have access to jewelry.
Good day.
Alright, I just sold everything that way. Shoshone. Nope. And then the rest being poopy heads. Okay, no money to be had there. Trade routes are capped out. Building the stock exchange. Banks. Yeah, bank stock exchanges are going up. Our money will improve really quickly. This is... Where exactly? Oh, we're digging up... We're stealing a Shoshone artifact. Mwahaha. Let me just check. I don't think there's any optimization work to be done. Oh, there were, because we do, of course, are starting to have some museums. Not very many yet. So we still need more culture and we need more money. But I'm not very concerned over here. Is there anything that we can faith buy? Because apparently we finished building all of our schools. I don't think there's going to be any more building parts that we need. No. So I could get great things. I think I will stockpile them with the idea being if a war starts, we can start faith buying a bunch of great generals. And I think, given our ability, every time we faith buy a great general, I think we will get 15 experience on all our units and heal them. No. I mean, I will be happy to trade you cotton. Ideally for gold, because apparently you're willing to put that up. There we go. There we go, another museum there. That'll be nice. Especially all the digging around I've done. Okay. So, I get 15 votes. 4 from religious authority, whatever the hell that was. And I did get the current host. I didn't check, but I'm willing to bet the Shoshone had to vote for me as the host, and will probably vote for me as world leader as well. They should be able to vote for whatever they want here, but this is 15 votes in favor of making freedom the world ideology, which obviously would be amazing. I know that there's at least one nay, most likely because of the diplomat that I have here. So I actually know that Pocatello's not going to vote for freedom. Still, we'll see. Maybe there people are going to vote for something else. It could still get through. We're going to try. Worth it, right? Man, the money. The hell? Keeps changing so rapidly. Building maintenance. Ouch, that is really expensive. And now all of a sudden it's gone up. Okay, international games failed. Historical landmarks passed. Freedom ideology passed. Only one person voted no. The Shoshone would have... They wanted to vote no. But they went and put their vote somewhere else. Holy crap. So, I don't remember. What did this do again in this version? I mean, you get an additional delegate and public opinion gets fixed. Enables diplomatic victory if the United Nations has been constructed. Wait, what? That's different. Isn't it? You need an ideology to get a diplomatic victory? I could try passing the world religion. Let's try it. Cult of Kuniki. Let's just try it every time we get a chance. Because we get more votes now too, right? And if we check the ideological pressure, we are now content. And in fact, everyone else is getting dissent. Freedom! Yeah, that was a 300 gold point per turn swing. Sweet. I think we were losing maybe some money because of our unhappiness, which might make sense. Caravansary, just because we'll probably want them everywhere. Museum, stock exchange. Freedom! You need an ideology to pass and the union the NP built. Interesting. Your full proposal, second council of... Listen, I can rename this council, right? Because I am the host. Second Council of Freedom! I should have called it of Kaniki maybe too, because that's really what we're doing, but let's do that. They want to repeal global peace accords. They want to decolonize Samarkand, which would reset things. Is that me? It is me, so that would be kind of annoying. But hardly the end of the world. I mean, if our influence over a city-state gets reset, it might not be so bad if we decide that, you know, something else is more important to keep, for example. Yeah, not here. It really would be quite a lot better to build it in Wheelerholm once the stock exchange is done. Or our capital, something like that. Still no one's built Cristo Redentor, but I'm going to hold off. We still have tons of things that need to be built. Grocer, always good. Museum, Caravanserai, these will all be very, very handy for us. They will be, but you know, I may actually want to consider building more archaeologists, more diplomats. I don't know. You fortify up. Oh, that was another unit for free. Nice. Tons of extra faith. We're making so much. 500 faith a turn. Ridiculous. And I don't think we're going to get any other building or anything that we can buy for free. Jerusalem's in awe of us because of our culture, apparently. That's interesting. Is that true? What do you want? Discover the most technologies. So far we're in the lead with 5. Demand tribute, no. They want me to get incense, which doesn't seem to be available at this time. I mean, we can buy, like, great artists and stuff, too, but I'm just going to hold off for now. It's okay. Grocer, stock exchange. And there's some other default thing I was going to grab. I don't remember what it was. Oh, museum. Yeah, there you go. Just try to get those built up everywhere because it's going to be really good. Money in the bank. I'm going to try to accrue a little bit more so that we can get those emergency upgrades. Malacca is not mine. Yeah, we really do have to build a few more envoys. Build your chancery first. And then we'll see. Flight's about to come in, which isn't going to do too much for us. I don't know if we're interested in building bombers right now. We might want to as a defensive measure. I mean, we do have some oil. We actually have a lot of oil. That's right. It was aluminum that was a little harder to come by. Although we have some, which is all that matters. Belliniholm, you don't have a franchise, but there, I'll send you to Mos and Connie, just in case I end up building one somewhere in there. Demands incense, demands pepper. Oh yeah, everyone's got their demands. A lot of this is stuff that I can't get. Shoshone went freedom. Nice. Okay, that's my vassal. And they went freedom. So we're that much more likely to stay friendly forever and ever and ever. Friendship? No. We'll get there. I might want to force convert Pohakwi over here. Actually, if we did that, I don't think he'd be able to make any like weird profits or whatever of his false religion, right? I'm not sure. So let's get a great profit. It's very expensive. Let's get a great profit here. Which, yeah, will be my religion, right? Yeah. Let's go see if we can convert this and get rid of the Protestant religion. There might still be a little bit of influence here and there, but it shouldn't be spreading at any real rate. This is, I think this was the Holy City. Still can't remember, like, doesn't it show up here? Still blind. Anyway, I don't remember. We are going to use you to pop some more science now. 13,000. I mean, we could wait. You might be worth more, but I don't know, actually. We built all our science buildings a while ago. You're unlikely to be increased in value because the way that the amount of science you get from popping a great scientist is based on the amount of science you produce in the last X turns, depending on your speed. So 13,000. Almost, but not quite complete atomic theory. We must have open borders with the vassal. Yeah, it's not even a list. Hey, I would really like it if you voted yes to make our religion the world religion. But you should, because it's going to be. You're going to have that as your majority religion, so why wouldn't you want to do that? Was I Inquisitioned it into oblivion. So I did get rid of the Holy City by using the Inquisition. Good. Okay, that's excellent. So if we can get rid of the last vestiges of the Protestant faith, boom, then I'm going to be really happy with that. I mean, there's still a little bit of it, but it's not going to be producing any pressure because there's no actual, like, there's a couple followers here and there, but there's no pressure for the religion. Excellent. Then we're going to go and send it somewhere else. See what we can do over here. We might actually send a go at Jerusalem. Currently got more pressure for my religion right now, but not that much. And if we flip it, it'll increase the pressure for my religion in this zone, which seems like a pretty good idea. Statue of Liberty in 5 turns. Really hoping we get that. I'm still in production focused. Excellent. Yes. Statue of Liberty was going to be really good for us. Technically, there is someone else following the freedom ideology right now, but I don't think they're going to be able to rush out the Statue of Liberty in that time. Theodorbson, thank you very much for the resub. Most prosperous civilization. Average food surplus in all their cities. I only have 10, even though I've got all those food things. My cities are pretty big, though, so maybe they don't have as much surplus. All right, so we've unlocked the ambassador, upgraded diplomatic unit, which has more diplomatic strength, which is nice. Reveal uranium, and we can start in the Manhattan Project. So, you already have a mine? No, what are you doing? You're currently building a mine, though, which is great. I'm going to stop the automation just to make sure. They're all here! Oh my god, if we had not taken this territory from the Shoshone, we wouldn't have any uranium, and they would have all the uranium. Holy crap. Well, that worked out. Let's move you to Wheeler Home. Choose research. Space stuff, I guess. Apollo program is here at satellites, so we're going to start on that. And then after that, we sort of have to research all the things. I don't know if there's going to be a preferred order. Yeah, actually, the preferred order after satellites will be to go to the internet and pick up the Great Firewall. And then pick up the rest of the spacey techs. Unless we want to get radar sooner, but I don't know. We will have a slightly weaker military, at least in the air, but it's not the end of the world. And we're going to pick up rocketry relatively quick. Now I'm happy with that. Bletchley Park. Oh! That's where they cracked the Enigma code, or the Enigma machine, or whatever. Right? Get a free research lab in the city. Don't have research labs everywhere. It provides 2 additional spies. And a 15% reduction in enemy spy effectiveness in all cities? Haha, that's definitely what we want. But yeah, I have research labs everywhere, right? Those are the things that I've already, like, yeah, I faith bought. Okay, so one of the bonuses aren't going to matter too much, but the rest, Enigma machine, thank you. Brandenburg Gate, Oh, I lost my ally over here. That's okay. Adopt the policy. So, we get our level 3 tenant, which is still to buy spaceship parts with gold, which is really good. I mean, I don't know if we're going to need it, although probably. We can probably speed things up, right? I mean, the other things are all really good, but we are going spaceships, so I should pick up space procurement, lock that in, and then I can just maybe spend the rest of my points on rationalism at this point. So that way I'll know that I haven't sort of screwed up and not saved myself enough points to get the level 3 tenant. You go and be automated. I like to call my level 3 tenant David. You are going to build a mine. Yes, getting rid of whatever was there before. Establish a trade route from here to mine the uranium. All right. This is the history of Aurora 4X before the Great War. Maybe. It could be. Sweden, controlled by Quill 18, conquers the world, and then discovers transnewtonian elements, what with their science victory. You know what? I'm actually okay with you walking through my territory at this point. I don't think you could possibly cause a problem. I might be wrong, but I'm going to go for it. I have spanned out a fair amount of archaeologists. I'm not sure how much there's left. I'm not going to go and do a survey of the world at this point, or a sense of the world. America robbed the treasury of Bellini Home, stealing 1,200 gold. Now, I don't know if I actually lost the gold. You guys would have to compare turns. They might have just gained gold, just like they do in, what's the game? Beyond Earth, right? I don't know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. We're going to build Bletchley Park at some point. I'm going to start a Manhattan project soon for different values of soon, which I don't know. Let me go and pop out some archaeologists from here. Not that many. 2. Just to make sure that's still going okay. And maybe 1 here. And your production is too slow. You should work on your infrastructure a bit more. Get yourself a windmill, grocery, and stock exchange. We want stock exchanges all over the place. Although our money has gotten remarkably good now. Still don't have a huge surplus of happiness, but it ain't bad. No, I did actually lose gold. Boo. Why not start sending where you have franchises for the bonus? Statue of Liberty finished. +1 production for specialist and a free social policy. We do have a couple of monopolies. We're really on the cusp of a golden age. We just need to actually generate a few more points. It's 65 turns now, but if our happiness went up, we'd be able to get there. And free thought is particularly strong. I think, well, this gives more happiness. We don't, like, the monopoly yield isn't that huge. It's mostly just a lot of food, which, don't get me wrong, is good. But I'm going to grab Enlightenment, because I think we can push a golden age relatively soon. Someone was saying something, and I don't remember what it was that was important. Why not start sending them to where you have franchises? Like, okay, so if I send a trade route to where I have a franchise, it gives me more of a bonus. Is that it? It doesn't say anything about that. Oh, every trade route from this city to a foreign city with 2K Foods franchise increases the city's food grade by 10%. I see. Well, what I was trying to do is spread 2K Foods first. But now that it's spread... So up to your franchise limit. What is the franchise limit? Is that the number of franchises I have? Because, I mean, 12 is clearly capping my food bonus at 12. Is the franchise limit based on the size of the world? Or it doesn't really specify? You guys probably can check the wiki and let me know. So, presumably, assuming we can't boost the food bonus beyond +12, then yeah, it makes sense to switch to doing trade routes to places that have them. Okay, so we'll start doing that next. And I think we just got a donation came in from Conic Might. Hey, I played Dominion series, latest being Dominion's 4 on Steam. I've dabbled with it. It's certainly probably our kind of thing, but it didn't capture my attention when I was dabbling with it. It might be nice to try at some point. It is like as ugly as Sin, which of course I play games like Dwarf Fortress and Aurora, so that's not really a showstopper or a deal breaker, but it's a little on the rough side. Okay, this is a place that makes decent money. Let's just build this international finance center. It's fine. It might be slightly stronger in Wheeler Home, but it's going to be pretty good over here. I want to build a Manhattan project somewhere, but we don't have to rush it. I mean, we can't really build our nuclear bombs until we get more tech anyway, so it's not a huge priority. Whereas I think more museums, more customs houses, more circuses would be nice. We are nearly done today's stream. Oh my god, Jerusalem's flipped completely. That is not what we want. First, spread my religion. Yeah, we gotta get more envoys and stuff going on. And then we are going to spread the religion up over here as well. Historic moment. Because we completed a global city quest. Excellent. Archaeologist. I just automated him and he's not moving. We might actually be in a situation where we're not getting our stuff yet. I haven't built any wire services here, but I'm still going to go ahead and build a, what do you call them now? Ambassadors? Ooh, they're very expensive. Maybe I will wait until we've got a wire service then. Actually, just build the stock exchange here. That'll be okay. And you build the stock exchange followed by a museum over here. Stoneworks, sure. Followed by museum, stock exchange, stockyard. Those are all good. Archaeologist here as well. Gets automated. And I don't think they're moving. I think we're actually out of things to dig up with our archaeologist. Our archaeologist. Oh, I can't talk anymore. It's obviously time to end the stream. Maybe we'll just one more turn. I'm not friends with Malacca and not allied with them either, which I don't like. I do want to start building more ambassadors. Enemy. There were barbarians over here? No, near Schwa. Oh, over here! Oh, it's Samarkand is having an event where barbarians spawn. So we can go and kill them. We have a lot of money. Let's go ahead and upgrade. And upgrade. And, woo! You're very obsolete. Actually, upgrading to Caroline is relatively affordable. I'm gonna die. It's 2 levels after that to go to Great War Infantry. You don't have any promotions, though. You were much more promoted. You with all the promotions. You get upgraded to that, and then we'll take a look after this. I didn't notice how expensive it was to go to Great War Infantry. We'll have to check that. But yeah, I want to go fight these guys to, you know, get some extra relationship boost. It's not the end of the world. Indonesia has a global monopoly on gold. See, I want the global monopolies. A great writer. Okay. Oh, I can't reach. So, going from a Fusilier to a Great War. Okay, 575. It's not that bad. Victor Hugo! Oh, that guy's miserable. Oh yeah, we never got around to building all those broadcast towers either. Let's get started on some of that. Or we could just wait. Do we still have the CN Tower? And or where is the CN Tower? Oh, wait. I saw it. Telecommunications. And it does still give us the free broadcast tower everywhere. You know what? Rather than go for satellites first, even though we are going to do a space victory, we'll have time. I'm going to telecommunications first so we can grab the CN Tower, and then do that, and then we're not going to bother building broadcast towers. It's funny, it always feels to me like if you're going for a cultural victory, you tend to manually build your broadcast towers because you want them as early as possible. But if you're not going culture, then you're more likely to grab the CN Tower, which gives you the free broadcast towers, because you were willing to wait a little bit longer, but then you sort of want it as a defensive thing, at least the way that I tend to play it. I don't know how well we're going to be able to get in there. Not bad. We'll provide a little bit of support. There's someone there? Oh, there is someone there. Oh, and you, I'm just going to trash. There we go. Convert. Which gives us science. Because we converted a city for the first time. Yeah, we'll have to make a run at a few more, actually. It's going to be hard to compete against this religion, but we'll do what we can. I wonder if I converted over Poland, if they might vote for the world religion. 8 turns. I don't think we've got enough time to convert everything. But they might only have 2 cities, and we can convert over their capital. That might satisfy them. Okay, we're not actually going to hope that much. Okay, so you're converted over. So yeah, let's go over to the capital of Poland here. So you've mined that. You do have a mine. We've got the uranium. Excellent. You can go and be automated some more. Research stolen from Wheeler Home. Yeah, well. Herbalist, windmill. And you can build the Manhattan Project, actually. You know what? Now, we don't need to rush it, because, again, we can't actually build... To build an atomic bomb, we need nuclear fission, which is over here, which we're not going to get right away. So we don't need to rush the Manhattan Project. It'll be done well before we're in a position to make any nuclear bombs. Do a wire service, and then you're going to pump out an ambassador. It'll be perfect for Samarkand. Yeah, we're going to be fine with open borders at this point. I don't think they're like the tourism threat. We may not want to do it with the Inca and Indonesia, because they're the ones that are pumping out the most amount of tourism. But other than that, I'm not too worried about being influenced. I think that's the end of it. Revolution against their allies occurring. What? I don't understand what was going on there, but okay. Is that what the barbarians were spawning from? You know, let's just pull back here and then sit. Fortify up. Go. Steals from treasury, then request open borders. I could... Oh my god. It'd be really funny if Pompeii here gets eaten. That bombardment range. So nice to see. Oh, we're getting culture. I mean, we still have all the barbarian killing stuff, so we get a little bit of extra culture and stuff from doing that, which is nice. Hotel finished. Wire service. And then once it's done, we'll probably get you to start building a few more ambassadors. Spread religion. And we might be losing a little bit of power here because we don't have open borders, I think. Or maybe we do, I don't know. How are we doing? Only 4 out of 14. Yeah, that's not very strong. The great profits are not as strong in this version of the game. 2k foods over here. Good, so we get the extra growth. And let's just check here. Yeah, it's still capped at plus 12. Okay. But that's all right. Because this can be surrounded so effectively by ships, I am going to build an arsenal here. I'm going to feel a lot safer if we've got that. After that, you can build yourself an opera house, maybe a coliseum, a bank. Yeah, for some money, that'll be okay. I know, I have lots of stuff to upgrade. I probably will end up mostly smashing them, should it come up. I'm mostly keeping around here for, like, artificial soldier strength count, which really I should dispose of them to free up the money and just build proper artillery at this point, because it's not worth upgrading these all the way. I mean, the cannon's not too bad, but then it's, what, 1,000 artillery? 1,000 to go up to artillery? We saw that over here. Yeah, I may not even want to keep this guy. You're still rebelling, so... I'm going to park myself on my own oil. That's my last spread over here. And yeah, we did lose some strength. I think. Oh, it's very close. How much pressure do we have for our religion? Oh, they have 90 going the other way, so they're just going to flip back. Oh, well. 2k foods finished over here, which is groovy. We're going to go Opera House, Stock Exchange. You know what? I'm going to build arsenals way out here, too. Problem with Arsenal, they always try to walk it in. All right, folks, that is going to be the end of today's stream. We've already gone over our time, and my throat still feels like it's on fire thanks to this stupid cold. We're going to wrap it up. There is a stream on Saturday, and there is a stream next Wednesday. So come on in for that. After that, there will be a 2-week hiatus. But next week, we are going to be playing some more Civ. We are on the cusp of starting to work towards our science victory here. Very excited about that. We'd still like to flip more of these city-states over. I'd be quite a bit more pleased if that happened. Keeping Vancouver and Singapore really nice because these are doubles, as well as, Antonin and Bananarivo, which we have lost, so we're going to want to do something about that. You're building that stock exchange, and in Clone Home, do you have the Chancery? No, you don't have the Chancery. So we could, in theory, purchase this. Oh, we need a wire service to be able to purchase it. Plus, they take 6 paper. Wow. So we really have to pump out a lot more of the Chanceries and wire services just to have enough paper to keep everything going. Anyway, that's wrapping it up. If you are in or around Denmark or Sweden, do make sure to check out facebook.com/Quill18. We've got a fan meet coming up in each one of those places in January here. It's going to be in Copenhagen on the 17th and in Stockholm on the 24th. So if you can come to those, it'll be awesome. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.